Did you see that Steve and Noi are getting a divorce? Let's talk about it. This is perfect timing, actually. It's actually perfect timing that I didn't come and talk to y'all the day I was planning to come talk to y'all because I want to find this post. I want to talk about the mess that is Noi. And I'm going to share my screen. So just wait one hot second. Pull my little comment down. Let me pull my banner down so I can share the screen with y'all and I can update with y'all with what's been going on. Okay. So this came by way of MAFS fan, Mass fan. Now, this is like a blog place that I reference a lot whenever I review this show. I love the way that the person behind the account keeps up with all of the mess. They usually know stuff before we do. I think they know somebody that's on the inside. So we see Noi. Noi posted a picture on Instagram with the caption, "Divorce feels good." Her Instagram name is hello_noisy. So let's go try to find out what it is from the source. And I think we're going to have a time. Oh, that's not her Instagram? I think we're going to have a time going through, there she goes, going through the comments. She might have turned the comments off, y'all. I bet she turned these damn comments off. All right, so, yep. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? She turned the comments off. So let me go back to MAFS fan. What I think is interesting is this post that she made from June 4th. And they were just good about a month ago. She said, "Finally, I would like to thank my husband, Steve. Before we met, my best friend asked me, what would you want to say to a stranger that you're marrying? Blah, blah, blah. I would like to thank him for being brave," with tears streaming down my face. Those words still hold true. Even now, after coming out of the other side of the process, I'm proud of our story. Our story wasn't perfect, but it was real, blinding love. That's something you can't produce. Thank you for everything you have given me. So it sounded like she was very much in love about a month ago. And then we get this picture right here talking about divorce feels good. Now, y'all, if we know one thing about Noi, it's that Noi is going to be for the theatrics. Noi is going to spill all her business on Instagram. Can't stand girls like this. Can't stand men like this. Men, women, anybody, honestly. Ooh, okay. Naturally Mar coming with the tea. She says she commented on Steve's post though. Naturally Mar, what's Steve's Instagram name? Steve's Instagram name. Let's try to find that because I want to see. I was honestly waiting for Steve to make an announcement just because I feel like we can't even trust half the shit that Noi says. Y'all let me know in the comments. Do y'all think that this is a true divorce, or do you think that Noi is just throwing a fit? Is Noi just throwing a fit? Because what she used to do throughout the season, she would get upset. I think it happened like 2 times. And she would head to Instagram and start talking bad on her husband. I'm like, who does that? Oh, there he goes right there. The real Steve Moy. All right. Let's go to Steve's page. Ooh, gosh. Okay. Ooh, reaction, y'all. This is my reaction. Ooh. All right. So, Steve, from this first sentence right here, it says, "I was not expecting this announcement to happen today, but I'm prepared to handle it." So, just based on this first sentence, I can assume that Noi's childish ass decided to go to Instagram and joke about a divorce happening before they did the mature thing, which was come up with a joint statement. And the reason why, I mean, I'm just guessing. I ain't even read the post yet. But the reason why I'm guessing it is because of past behavior that we saw from Noi on the show. And also because I'm sure Steve is the one who wants to divorce her. I bet. Okay. So Steve says, I was not expecting this announcement to happen today, but I'm prepared to handle it. When I said yes on decision day, I knew that our relationship was far from perfect, but I held the belief that with enough time, effort, and understanding, we could overcome the challenges we face and build a healthy, functioning relationship. That tells us that it's not a healthy, functioning relationship. Over time, I've lost hope that this could happen, and I believe we are incompatible in ways that attempts at compromise can't seem to fix or overcome. I'm under the belief that our relationship is unsustainable in its current form, and after many attempts, I don't believe we can get it to the point where it is functioning at a level that is healthy enough while both of our needs are being met. Okay. Now, I do think this is real. I honestly was not sure. I wasn't sure. Hey, comment. They was fronting a month ago. I don't think they were together at the premiere. My goodness. I think this may be real after Steve's storybook of a post. Yes, I do believe this is real. I do. And reason why is because Steve had to come out with a mature post. And I think that he's ready to leave her. Steve also was not allowed. Steve also left his comments on, whereas Noi turned her comments off because she knew she was doing some childish ass shit. Okay. I don't see the comment from Noi. Oh shit, y'all. There's multiple pages. Oh my gosh. Okay. He says, we've been apart for a little while now. Oh, they've been done. Oh, okay. We've been apart for a little while now to the point of moving on with hope pretty much fading for any chance we could recover. Although I had made a decision, I was still holding out for the potential for true change, but there were signs that it just wouldn't happen. This surprise announcement is a signal that it's definitely time to let it go. Oh, okay. I'm not laughing at anybody getting a divorce. Let's clear that up. But I'm laughing because in so many ways, I feel like Steve is checking Noi and allowing us to see Noi for her worth, in his opinion. Read that one more time. This surprise announcement is a signal that it's definitely time to let it go. Basically, Noi and her childish ass caption is a signal that, nah, I'm completely done. This is unreconcilable. Steve says, my rational mind is fully aware that I don't owe anyone outside of my friends and family anything, but I can't help but feel like we're letting people down. I have so many people invested in, having so many people invested in your relationship is a pressure that's hard to describe. And it exists regardless of how I try to compartmentalize it and rationalize it. Noi, I always love you. Oh, y'all, I cannot. I so wish we were a better fit. It's very much giving you're the reason why this isn't working. I wish we could meet each other's needs without feeling like we have to compromise ourselves to a point beyond that we consider acceptable. I wish that our willingness to be flexible to each other matched the chemistry we were lucky to have. I hope Sushi stays healthy for as long as possible so you can enjoy your time with him. Oh gosh. I'm not going to bore y'all with the rest of this post, but y'all, that's Steve's Instagram right there that y'all can see. Good thing they didn't have children right away, because that would have put another level of mess to it. I mean, who wants to divorce and you got kids in the mix? It's easier for y'all to cut ties now. But yeah, he literally wrote a whole storybook, and it feels like he actually is really going through it. He says, of course, I hold some negative feelings about it all, but I'm still trying to process them on my own time and with people who I can count on while trying not to let it bleed out in public. I've given so much of myself to this marriage, the process, and this experience as a whole. I don't regret anything I've given, but it's time that we start doing what's best for ourselves. Ooh, damn, y'all. I don't know. Like, I'm not surprised by the post at all. Not surprised by the post at all, but I can't help but feel sad about it. Like, seeing Noise post, I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up. Girl, that's childish. Ain't nobody got time for that. But seeing Steve's post, I'm like, damn, that's really sad. And I hate whenever these people get on this show and it's always one person that causes the relationship to not work because they're not emotionally mature. Like in every single season, I'll say this over and over again. These couples need to go through extensive individual therapy before they get on this show. And I know it's a months-long journey before they actually place you. So can anybody tell me what's going on? Okay, what's going on? Another question, Lifetime. Y'all keep having these pre-show specials and y'all want people to comment on the show. I've been reviewing the show for 3 seasons now. Hit my line. Hit my line. I'll sit down on that stage and I'll have a conversation with the people on the show. And I think I could provide some legit feedback. Not to toot my own horn, but I feel like Married at First Sight is one of my best shows that I review. That's one of the shows that I feel like, you know, the people fuck with me for. They do, at least at the beginning. So why y'all hit my line, okay? Naturally Mine, thank you for sending me Noise response on Instagram. So let me go ahead and pull that up and share with y'all so y'all can see Noise response to what Steve said. Y'all know she decided to handle it in the public. Okay, that's one thing you don't never want to do is handle your business in the public, but that's one thing you know Noy is gonna do. So this comment from Noy says, oh, I'm covering my face. The comment from Noy is saying, you asked for the divorce. I begged, all caps, you to stay, and you said you don't owe me anything. What? You also have never checked in on Sushi since he got cancer, since you are inferring you care here. Let me fill you in. He's dying. Treatment isn't working, and you've never offered to help. And during this time, you knew I was vulnerable, and my heart was breaking. Outside of this, is whenever you said we should divorce. You are not heartbroken, so stop acting like this for everyone else. You made this choice before involving me in the final decision, and you said I was not allowed to talk about it, even though you said you were already seeing other people. Oh! Hold on. Let me read that sentence one more time. You made this choice before involving me in the final decision, and you said I was not allowed to talk about it, even though you said you were already seeing other people. Just be honest about your truths, and we can both move on peacefully. Y'all. Hold up. It's so many levels to this, y'all. It's so many levels to this. For one, y'all, we just went over Steve's response where he mentioned that he was hoping the best for Sushi's health. He also said that he was hoping that Sushi would be able to live to help Noi through this next chapter, right? Noi comes in, which we already knew. We are based on the context in Steve's post. We could assume he asked for the divorce. So that's one thing that they both are saying is true. What I think this is a situation is everybody. What is it? two sides to or three sides to every story: his, hers, and the truth, right? So Steve's story is, I'm so brokenhearted, I'm asking for a divorce because I have to. He's setting boundaries, right? Noy's side of the story is he's asking for a divorce. So there's two things that we see are true. He's asking for a divorce. But on the flip side, Noy is saying he didn't care about Sushi. I don't know. I remember them arguing about him taking care of the dog on a show, and he was simply telling her, that's your dog. So maybe he don't care about Sushi, but because he knows that Sushi is important to you, I don't think that you can make it seem like he doesn't wish the dog well just because he simply mentioned the dog in the post. Even if he didn't take care of the dog, he knows that the dog is going to get you through this next heartbreak, right? So I don't think that there's a lie there. Maybe he didn't do anything to help Sushi, but still, I don't think that he should not comment on the dog's health, right? Now, the last thing is, Noy said that he's already dating other people. I believe it. I believe it. Only because in Steve's post, Steve said at the very beginning, we haven't been together for some time now. That was the first thing he said on his second slide. He said, we've been apart for some time now. So it's not like they've really been together. They've been separated. So I think that's the other commonality that we can find between the two of them. One thing that is true, yes, Steve asked for the divorce. Yes, they haven't been together for some time now. Lastly, has he been dating other people? Probably so, if they haven't been together for some time now. But Noy mentioned something about a final decision. And just because she says it's a final decision, this lets me know that their relationship status was probably complicated for some amount of time. Steve was probably dating some other people, and Noy is really feeling away because Steve is like, yeah, I actually want a divorce. I honestly think that's what it was. And as far as we know, y'all, no, I don't think they ever lived together. I don't think they ever lived together because at the reunion, she kept her place, he kept his place. Dr. Pepper was trying to make it seem like that ish was completely normal. Separate beds, one thing. Separate living places, another thing. Okay, it'd be different if y'all stayed at one place for a month or a week or so and y'all moved together. But no, y'all were married, boyfriend or girlfriend. Married, boyfriend or girlfriend. Y'all see the shit didn't work for Jasmina and Michael. It's not gonna work. Y'all get on the show and then y'all want to backtrack and be married, boyfriend or girlfriend, and that does not work. It don't work. Ooh, child. Ooh, I cannot. In my Jocelyn Hernandez voice, I was not even expecting this to be an update. But y'all don't be surprised if you see me break out this part of the conversation and upload it as its own individual video, because I feel like we spent enough time on it and that deserves its own individual feedback. And lastly, for those of y'all who are on the live squad, hey Sam J, those of y'all who are on the live squad, comment below. We're going to get into season 15, episode 1, finally. But before we move on, I want to know from y'all, A, are you surprised at all that these two got a divorce? B, do you think that Steve is pretending to be sad? Whose fault is it anyway? Y'all let me know before we move on, okay? I'm going to give y'all a hot second. We're going to like the video. I'm going to read y'all's comments, and then we will finally get into season 15, episode 1. But before that, do me a favor and like the video. All right. TT says, nope. Naturally Mars says, no, I was expecting it. Denise said, not surprised. Ajubi said, no. Diana said, hell no. DeSosa says, I believe Steve. Oh, I cannot. Tristevia says, I'm not surprised by any of these couples. Nobody was a good match last season. Yup. Amethyst says, not surprised, but they might as well start off doing follow-ups with the couples as its own show. Facts. Easy says, my inner Cleo said no. Kimberly says no, and he is pretending. They had problems but chose not to put them on TV. Facts. DJ Food and Drink says, I'm not surprised. None of these folks should have got married. Okay, that's one thing we can agree on. I tell y'all, individual counseling, individual therapy before y'all place these people into marriages, because they don't be doing nothing but wasting 2 hours of our lives for 20 weeks straight. And this could be summed up into at least a third of the time that they show us. But that's okay. That's why y'all can come to me. I will trade 2 hours of my life every week in order for a conversation on YouTube. I'm playing, because y'all know it was some weeks last year or last season, like a month ago, that I refused to review. I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't do it anymore. I promise. It was just too much. Like, it was so toxic. Katina and Olajuwon, I couldn't. And for some reason, Instagram keeps recommending them to me, and I'm like, get away from me with this, Apollo. I asked for this.